Well, here we have a sublime Van Gogh drawing. It's not the largest, it's not the most important, but in many ways it's the most exciting and, to my mind, one of the most art historically significant drawings Van Gogh ever executed. It shows the house in Arles, the yellow house that he lived in with Gauguin in those troubled 2, 3, 4, 5 months that were perhaps the most famous in late 19th century art history. Perhaps it's the most famous building in art history altogether, the Yellow House in Arles. Sadly, it's been destroyed. It was hit by a stray Allied bomb in the Second World War and no longer exists. But here we have this fantastic drawing. There's a painting of the same subject, which is in the Vincent Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. And there's also a watercolour of the same subject, which is in the Vincent Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. But here we have the drawing of the subject. It's a drawing that Van Gogh prepared in a letter to send to his brother Theo. Originally, it was intended as an inclusion, an addition to the letter, but he ran out of space in the letter, and so he's carried on the letter, and the final signing off is on the back of this drawing. For many years, this was thought to belong to another letter, but recent scholarship has established to which letter it actually belongs. Vincent was very excited about the prospect of Gauguin coming to live with him and paint with him in the south of France. He wanted to create a studio of the south under the burning Provençal sun where he and Gauguin could create truly radical modern art. And he decided, as he was wandering around Arles, that he needed to find a studio and a house where he and Gauguin could live. He found this empty building, slightly decrepit, hadn't been lived in for some time, but he negotiated a deal with the landlady and he was able to rent it. He wrote excitedly to Theo about it and enclosed this drawing. What is interesting about this drawing, though, is the multiplicity of detail. Not only do we know exactly where it is in Arles, you can see the railway line in the background, the cross streets, but also one of the problems with the building was that it had no gas light, so he couldn't paint at night time. But if you look closely in the drawing, you'll see piles of sand running down the side of the street. And this was where the trenches were being dug for the gas pipes to come into the house. Vincent put more energy into this drawing and into making it right. He wanted not only to convey to Theo that he'd found a wonderful place to live, but he wanted Theo to convey that to Gauguin. And this wonderful drawing really is as personal and expressive an object as one could find of Van Gogh's anxieties, wishes and hopes.